Welcome to Porto, Portugal. The second largest city in Portugal, Porto is situated along the Douro River in the northwest part of the country and boasts amazing food, incredible attractions, and friendly locals. Porto has a long and rich history. In fact, it was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1996. There is no lack of activities, events, and culture to explore, so let's dive in. But first, a few notes to consider. Porto is a very hilly city full of cobblestone streets and uneven pavement, so wear comfortable, sturdy walking shoes or sandals. We brought our stroller along, which did come in handy, though navigating was a little tricky at times. And finally, please excuse any mispronunciations in this video. We will list all of the sites named here in the description below so you can find them easily. Here we go. Number 1, Livaria Lello bookstore. There's a reason why this small bookstore, which opened in 1096, has gained international attention through publications like The Guardian, Lonely Planet, Time Magazine, CNN, and National Geographic as one of the best and most beautiful bookstores in the world. With elaborate carvings, impressive stained glass, and of course its grand forked staircase, this Art Nouveau bookstore is definitely worth a visit. And here are a few interesting facts. Many of the carvings you will see are actually plaster. Also, the beautiful staircase became red by accident. Its current color was a result of a misunderstanding with a painter during renovations in 1993. Finally, be sure to spy the sweet smiley face hidden by the stained glass artist in the glass ceiling. Make sure to purchase timed entry tickets on the bookstore's website ahead of time. There are 2 types of tickets. €5 tickets give you a window of time to enter, but still be prepared for long lines. The other option is the €15 ticket, which grants you immediate entry to the bookstore during your assigned window of time. Just walk straight up to the door and present your ticket. These €15 tickets include a book from the bookstore's collection of classics, from which you can choose on the day of your visit. Happy reading! Number 2, Porto Cathedral. There are so many unique, gorgeous churches in Porto, but the perfect place to start in the heart of the city is the Porto Cathedral. A Roman Catholic church built in the 12th century, you can tour the Porto Cathedral for a modest fee and admire the stunning rose window, vaulted stone archways and ceilings, intricate blue tiles, and the terrific view of the old town and the Douro River. A symbol of Portuguese history and culture, the Porto Cathedral is a national monument worth exploring. Of note, too, is that the Porto Cathedral lies along the Portuguese Camino, or Camino de Santiago. Also known as the Way of St. James, this pilgrim route leads to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela in Spain. The Porto Cathedral is the official starting point for one of the Portuguese routes. Number 3, Louis I Bridge. The Louis I Bridge is a stunning double-deck metal arch bridge that spans the River Douro. Built in the 1880s, it connects Porto on the north bank with Vila Nova de Gaia on the south bank and has become an iconic structure of Porto. The lower deck is for road traffic and pedestrians. The upper deck is for the Porto Metro and is also open to pedestrians. At over 40 meters high, or over 130 feet high, the upper deck may pose a challenge for those with a fear of heights, but the walk is certainly worth the expansive and memorable views. We especially recommend enjoying a sunrise or a sunset, or both, from this free bird's eye viewpoint. Number 4, explore both riverfronts, Ribera and South Bank. From the Louis I Bridge, you have sweeping views of both the Ribera neighborhood on the north bank and Vila Nova de Gaia on the south bank. Both are worth exploring. Ribera is one of the liveliest and most picturesque neighborhoods in the historic center of Porto. Wandering the winding streets, walking along the river, and trying one of many traditional Portuguese restaurants makes for a lovely afternoon. Vila Nova de Gaia on the south bank boasts several wine cellars, so make plans to sit for tastings and enjoy the beautiful port wines for which Porto is famous. There are ample restaurants as well as cruise boat options here as well. Number 5, São Bento Railway Station. Officially inaugurated in 1916 on the site of a former Benedictine monastery, the São Bento railway station is conveniently located in the city center and is well worth a visit too. The interior is adorned with over 20,000 hand-painted tiles that depict the history of Portugal. It's like visiting a free city art museum. Number 6. Souvenir shopping. There is no lack of souvenir shops in Porto. We found small, affordable souvenirs like cork coin purses, magnets, and trinkets to be plentiful. Shop around for the best prices and don't be afraid to bargain. The most unique shop we found was wall-to-wall covered in canned sardines. We've never seen sardines look so appealing. In fact, many shops sold canned fish in the most beautiful artistic cans. We definitely brought a few home to share with friends and family. Number 7. Palacio de Bolsa. Okay, full disclosure, we didn't actually have time to visit the Palacio de Bolsa on this visit to Porto, and we were so disappointed to have missed it. But that just gives us a reason to go back. Recommended by locals as a can't-miss attraction, this impressive palace was built in 1842, is now a national monument, and serves as the headquarters of Porto's Commercial Association. It is classified as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. There are guided tours that showcase the historical site's courtyard, grand staircase, the Golden Room, and much more. Number 8. Indulge in a food tour. We love taking food tours in new cities because in addition to learning about local food, we also learn about the culture, history, and traditions that influence the people and their way of life. In Porto, we took a food and wine tour with tour operator Blue Dragon, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. On our 5-stop tour, we tried Portuguese coffee, traditional egg tarts called natas, which soon became a family favorite, cod cakes, pork sandwiches, local cheeses and meats, and of course, port wine. Number 9. Clérigos Church and Clérigos Tower. Integral to Porto's skyline is Clérigos Church and Clérigos Tower. Built in the mid-1700s, the tower stands 249 feet tall. Climbing 225 steps brings you to the observation deck with spectacular views of the city. The church is very grand and intricate, and there are guided tours of this national monument to include the church, tower, and museum. Plus, there is a beautiful on-site gift shop that we highly recommend. Number 10. The audio-visual show Spiritus at Clérigos Church. This brings us to our 10th attraction to see in Porto, the evening multimedia show Spiritus, which takes place in the sanctuary of the Clérigos Church. We happened upon this show when we were buying our tower tickets and decided to spring for Spiritus tickets as well. We did not regret that decision. The show was masterfully assembled and visually stunning. It's a beautiful way to enjoy this historic national monument and kick off your evening in Porto. Porto is a magnificent destination with a lively culture, stunning landmarks, delicious food and wine, and a welcoming vibe. We hope this video has helped you plan your visit. For more travel content, check out one of our other videos on your screen now to help you decide where to travel next. Happy travels!